drag scene is really, really great because they're all inclusive and all accepting. We go above and beyond to make sure that we do put on many shows for the youth, people 21, under the ages of 21, and so that way they're able to come out, before 9 p.m., either in a bar setting or another setting, and experience a drag show for themselves. In a lot of communities, there's only 21 plus bars, and those are the only places that have drag shows. So we give minors the opportunity to experience a drag show as well as become a performer if they're interested.
Yeah, I love that about Iowa. Like the laws here are very welcoming for performance art, which I find so awesome compared to like in Chicago you have to be 21 to perform, whereas here you can be any age as long as you belong, which is awesome for us. So yeah, it's awesome to see like youth have that opportunity to perform at such a young age before maybe moving elsewhere and doing drag.
Well, what about the fact that like people who are like in high school, like you mentioned, peers, like can come and see a drag show?
That's also, I really like that about us too, because I feel like at high school you're at an age where the real world exists, so what's the point in trying to censor that until you're 18 or 21 to go see a show at a bar? Like, they're not drinking alcohol, they're not smoking cigarettes, they're just watching some, people dress up in costumes and wigs and makeup and lip sync a song. So I think that's really cool that that's a form of entertainment now, especially for like my peer group. It's kind of like, oh, should we go to the movies, or should we do this, or oh, look at a drag show's next week, let's go to that. Like, it's just become such a normalized thing for me and my peers, and that's really like awesome to me.
What I like is the performance value, being able to get up there, dance, put on a good show for everybody. Also, the transformation process from male to female is very, very fun to do. Just to turn yourself completely into somebody new, and putting yourself out there, dancing and putting on a good show. I feel like a lot of people don't understand the art form of drag. A lot of people think that it's a closeted transsexual or somebody who wants to be a cross-dresser, and drag and cross-dressing are two totally different things. Cross-dressing is when a guy dresses up as a female just to be a female. They want to go out or stay in, but just dress up. Drag is an art form. It's the transformation, it's putting on a good show, and the illusion of singing and dancing in the form of drag, lip syncing to be exact.
Drag right now, especially with the influence of social media, like back, I don't know how long ago, before social media, before MySpace was even a thing, there was, doing drag, it was a lot of, you had to go to a bar, you had to go to a club, or you had to go to a pageant to see drag queens, and there wasn't really like a show you could watch or an internet video that you could look at. Like, it was very a hidden thing amongst the gay community, and even like back in the day when they had all like the New York City like balls, the drag balls that they had there, it was very hush hush to heterosexual people and even gay culture. So I think now with the internet, it's like, if you want to see a drag queen, go to YouTube, type in drag queen, or go to Instagram and hashtag drag queen, and you can see everything in the last however many years that's been out there. Where before social media, there was no way that would exist. You'd have to go to an underground gay club or an underground gay bar.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of confidence in my life, kind of like with school projects. I'm not as scared to go in front of the class and project my presentation or say a speech because, I've already done that in front of a bunch of strangers. Why can't I do it in front of classmates that I've been with for 3-4 years?
And does it give you like anything emotionally? Do you get, does it make you feel differently about life? Or?
It makes me feel really happy because I know that there's so many people that support the drag community, and even though there's haters, there's a lot of you know, people who support it and people who will bring money just to give to these queens performing, and they will support them even though they don't even know who they are.
Can you tell me the first time someone handed you $1 or?
The first time someone handed me $1, I thought it was $100, because not literally $100, but I thought it was the greatest thing in the world because I'm doing something that I love, and I'm also getting support for it. And you know, the person just seemed so happy to give me $1 because she knew it was my first performance.
I think one of the main purposes of drag is, you know, giving those the opportunity to be beautiful who do not feel beautiful either on the outside or the inside, or one or the other. You know, I've seen a lot of people who have very low self-esteem. They don't think that they are physically that attractive, but when they are put in drag or put themselves in drag, they, you know, you can see it in their eyes that they finally feel beautiful for the first time in a very long time.
Drag has taught me that there are many people in the world, and there are many different people in the world. Just not from the audience, but from the queens upstairs. And you know, you can't be the same as everyone else, because if you're the same as everyone else, you're not as unique, and people admire your uniqueness and your nerve and your talent and how different you are. And if you're the same as any other person, then it's kind of like, oh, we've already seen that, we want to see you.
Do you think you're going to keep doing it?
Yes, definitely. I'm so glad I'm doing this, and it's brought me a lot of opportunities, and I'm definitely going to try my hardest to get better in every show and every performance I do, and I'm going to do this for a long time.